in the sweet spot of the sword, lay on.
Why are you giving away all our secrets?
I thought that's what we were here for.
You have to give them all.
Thank you.
But they can't remember them. I can count most every time people let me, my starting range is here, and that's my sweet spot. And they will let me start exactly there. A couple of twitches of the basket, they want to stay there, and then I'll gunfight them and kill them. I'm not a brute force, I want a gunfight. You start here, it's the same thing. Start your fight here, where you think that sweet spot is, and take one step. Because even short, fat guys, all it takes is a little bit of a forward leap, bang, you've hit it. Start your fight here. Then he has to take some movement forward to engage me in the fight, and I can figure out what's going on. So it's not over that fast. He's got to step, he's got to throw something. If it's his grace, figure out what axe range is and take a step back. Because you don't want to start the fight, get stabbed in the junk, and then you're going home and sitting in your chair.
I still haven't figured that out.
All right, find a partner, grab a sword and a shield, and we're going to work on a few of these in practical exercises.
Hey, buddy. Yeah, all right.
Keep your distance. Make sure you have a little bit of space. You're going to be chasing each other. All right. So, what you're trying to do, figure out who's offense, who's defense. Don't swing the stick. You just have the stick to make sure you got some realism. You're trying to keep, like in this case, you're trying to keep this distance. You're trying to either close up on you or get further out. You don't have to be running around the field, but I want you to move. You try to keep your distance that you want, and we're going to go with the longer range of your killing range. So where's your killing range? Alright, so you figure out who's offensive, who's defensive, and who needs to keep their range. Take half a step back. I'm offensive. Okay. You're defensive. Keep your range. Now you're going to either rush in, or you're just going to back off, and he needs to keep range.
They call it iron chicken. Point the blade a little farther forward, keep your wrist, keep your forearm out of the way.
No, sorry.
Get a little.
Everyone wants to stay in the shade.
Right. I don't either. I just stay in the shade. I see you coming in with it, so I'm thinking, well, we're trying to figure out where to reach me, so I'm trying to stay out of it. That's how I understand it. Stuck yours out, you're probably right.
Yeah, I could have done the offensive thing.
Yeah, I know.
So respond.
Any questions? There you go.
And then, it's whenever it gets close, then I'm going to switch. I don't switch until I'm real close. Right.
Same thing as if he leaves, you leave. Let you're practicing getting more space.
Unfortunately, you catch me with my legs crossed right here, but if I hadn't, then I would have just
I just get so excited.
You have to choose which one you want. I can't say you're a teacher. You have to pick one. You need to be it, and you need to do it. And if you do it, you will become a master of it. And if you're running away, That's how Balder got his ass whooped. I watched somebody whoop his ass with that exact technique.
Chicken dance him even.
Come and catch me. Come on, come get me. I'm gonna whoop you. You should come to me every single time. And he did every single time. Balder was so his face so red.
I'm not one of those that's good at getting it.
All right, listen up. Now we're going to practice the offensive defensive movement. What does that mean? If I'm attacking you to your off body, what's defensive? Releasing the pressure. If I'm attacking you off body, too much out, just swing this foot into me. Now look where you're at. That's offensive. Practice both sides. Practice defensive, then offensive. You guys select which one is being offensive, the other one defensive. You have 5 minutes. I want to see a hand if you have any questions or it doesn't look right.
Is that it?
Now what's he suddenly doing?
He's closing range.
Okay. Uh-oh. He's somewhere he's not going to want to be. So that's how you can trick somebody into your range. And you need to be thinking about what's my range. Right inside your freaking shield if you're losing your mind when you fight. That's what I do to my bad squares. I make them write a couple combinations and things they need to remember.
That's not what's written there.
You know the language. Front corner of my shield, check the alignment of my sword. Here's 3 combinations when I totally flip it and lose my mind. That's how you can start to get that killing range that you want to get to. On other people, I want to further out range, or say I'm fighting somebody who's strong really fast, like his Grace Gregory. I don't want to be right here with him. This is just all sorts of bad for me. So I need to either be here, or I need to be here and slow the fight down. So how do you do that? When somebody starts to rush you, there's nothing saying you got a 2-minute timer on your fight. Now we'll start to settle. He starts to twitch, and he's going to get tired of every time he twitches, go. Fight the fight you want to fight when you want to fight it. Use the same thing to allow you to breathe and rest, which we'll get to more here in a bit. Same thing as if he's got a very weak, close game, come to here. So, tricking your opponent in desired killing range. Any questions on that?
That's something.
Which gets us to that type of movement into using the list field to your advantage. What's all sorts of bad or annoying in a fight? If you're chasing somebody, old, running straight back into the ropes, straight back into the ropes, straight back into the ropes. Well, nobody's getting any good fighting. So, what you need to do is just like a boxer. In their peripheral vision, they're going to see those ropes. You can pretty much determine, oh, it's getting narrower. But you don't want to be in those ropes. How far do you follow somebody when you're fighting?
Depends on the length of my weapon.
Well, if I'm running backwards, or he's running backwards, how many steps backwards do you want to go before you're like, this is a bad situation? 3. That's a good general number. So, the same thing as if you're attacking, you don't want to chase them into the ropes. You can press while you're chasing them on this side, and they'll start to turn away from those ropes. Or, when I'm running, because I'm a good coward, you'll take a nice J step out. I don't advocate, because it's very cheesy, run into the ropes to stop the fight, to give yourself a break, to...
That never even occurred to me.
Falling over.
It's like falling over 3 times and you're done.
But, if you can get that guy to chase you more than 3 steps, what happens as they start to move?
He opens up.
Stuff comes open, which is a great... What happens when you're going backwards?
Close up.
Close up. So if you can get a guy who's really chasing you, you can kind of keep a good distance, let him chase you, don't run into those ropes, do your killing. Keep aware of where your terrain is. We often fight on a slope down by the lake, especially for a shorter folk. Maneuver yourself to the taller. You don't want to be on the shorter end of a really tall guy. Also the sun. Be aware where the sun is, because you don't want to be reacting out of a shot and bam, right in the face. You can make your opponent turn. It takes that much. Any questions, any input on using the list field to your advantage?
I'm not sure that running back and killing people works. Imagine
What happens if you're facing somebody like Young? Cheer line.
I make him chase.
What happens if you got somebody like the Speedy Gonzalez chasing?
Well,
slam on the brakes and
work.
ride each other.
Oh yeah.
Vary your tempo because Yon and Sherlock like the medium range. So you're trying to stay out. You can also counter come back and all of a sudden they're 4-4 and they're not comfortable. And they may try to leave you to give, which gives you space to throw. Doesn't mean you totally run around the arc the entire time. You can also stop it, make sense to go, throw that much of a basket and they'll be like, what? Oh, nothing? Change directions.
Yeah. That's impossible. My hands are not too slow, but I am one slow bastard on my feet. So when guys like to chase me, I have found that I may not be able to dictate that they're going to stay away from me, but I can certainly dictate which one of their shoulders I'm going to be standing on when I get there. So
I may not
if I
be
need
much,
I step to the side. I may not be much slower than you. I've not played forever. Trust me, I love running backwards. You vary up your step, vary up your distances. Step to the side.
Your Majesty, just to address what they said, as somebody get older and get a little bit slower, when the fast people are chasing you, myself with my axe, there's plenty of times that just raising that butt spike up makes them makes them stop. All you got to do is point something at their face and they quit chasing.
Which brings us to the next point. You can control a fight just by switches an axe. Maybe Martin and I go switch with a basket and they're like, whoa, what was that? And all of a sudden they stop. You can also take advantage of people in silly stances. I know you've seen a certain dude, not from here, who likes to fight like this. My response to that is, and he stands up. You do it 3 times and he's like, you can take advantage of people in silly stances. You can also just keep them so jumpy just by doing that much, or use those things to your advantage. As a blade fighter, what do you use?
Just to keep it right there in their eyes. They don't make them think they're going to eat it.
Exactly the same thing. He doesn't exactly have to throw the thrust, all he's got to do is twitch it in front of him.
I just pointed at their crotch.
That's the second.
All right, proper rest and breathing during the fight. How can a fat guy like me, in terrible shape, fight all day at a war? Proper rest. Yes, I'm expired, scaring me between battles.
Get a garden cart.
It's a hard life.
It's proper rest during the fight. You know, I just drove back yesterday. I was up in Huntsville, and they trotted out 16 guys who wanted a chance to, lay some stick on me, and so I had to fight them all. Well, how do you do it? Proper rest. Don't let your opponent rest on the conversely. Every time I need breathing, we're going back to telling the old Duke tricks. It means he's going, he's out of breath. Conversely, when you're good, press your opponent. You see him take a step back, and he's like, this is all it takes. You don't have to run after him. If you put him in a state of tension, he's not going to breathe. That doesn't mean you have to be on his jock. It means I can be doing this, which is very disconcerting, and they're like, oh, they're not breathing. So, I'm not saying that you're going to get the goodies if you rush the guy that you see back there, but that's exactly what he's doing. He's breathing and he's planning. You don't want him doing either of those. But you want to choose the time that you breathe. If we're fighting, and we're 4-4, whatever happens, engagement breaks, he starts to set up on me. It only takes this much movement, and I'm breathing. And I'm breathing. Now, see, now he's set. It looks like we're eyeballing each other. What's happening is I'm like, and then all it takes is put some tension on him, and he'll stop. So choose when you breathe. Don't let your opponent breathe. When and how to use core. Not the place I want to be, but it's not a bad place for me. I can stand easy. People are like, oh, he's a big guy, he's going to push. I don't push. Pushing takes a lot of upper body effort. It takes a lot of oxygen out of my system. So if somebody's going to push, let them push on you.